Welcome to all. I hope all of you are well and safe. Today I would like to discuss about chapter 10 acid, base and salt. The first, acid. What is acid? The substance that has substitutable hydrogen. Substitutable hydrogen atom. Second, that can produce hydrogen ion in aqueous solution. That can produce salt reacting with metal is known as acid. So the substances that have substitutable hydrogen atom produce hydrogen ion in aqueous solution and produce salt reacting with metal is known as acid. So here is a question: is CH4 an acid? Because it has substitutable hydrogen. So is it an acid? To be an acid, the substance must fulfill these three conditions. Substitutable hydrogen atom can produce hydrogen ion in aqueous solution and can produce a salt reacting with metal. These three conditions have to be fulfilled. So that means methane is not an acid. Next, organic acid. Organic acid. The acid that contains bond COOH group is known as organic acid. Suppose CH3 COOH. This is an organic acid because this acetic acid contains COOH group. That is why acetic acid is an organic acid. Now there are several acids present in some fruits such as orange, lemon, citric acid is present, tamarind, tartaric acid is present, tomato, oxalic acid, amlaki, ascorbic acid and apple or pineapple malic acid. Malic acid. So this is very important for your MCQ exam. Now, how to find out an acid? How to find out an acid? It is easy to find out organic acid. Suppose this group in the compound, if this group is present, this is acid. But in case of inorganic acid, to find out to find out inorganic acid. What is inorganic acid? The acid that doesn't contain COOH group. Suppose H2SO4, HCl, HNO3, etc. This is inorganic acid. Now, to find out inorganic acid, that means how we can find or identify either it is an acid or others. So here is two rules. Number one, hydrogen plus halogen. This is acid. Number two, hydrogen plus radical, except OH and NH4 plus. This is acid. NH plus, PH4 plus. Hydroxyl radical, ammonium radical and phosphonium radical, except these three. This is also be an acid. So in a compound we have to apply these two rules. Suppose A is to SO4. A is to SO4. This is hydrogen, and next part SO4. That means radical. So it is acid. ACl, hydrogen and halogen. This is also acid. A is NO3, hydrogen, NO3 radical, acid. So you have to memorize the valency and the formula of some radicals from chapter 8. So this is very important for your chemistry part. Without it, it will be very difficult to understand the formula and to find out acid, base and anything else. So we'll have to apply these two rules to find out an acid. I think all of you have understood this, and this is very important. Now, base. Next term, base. What is base? What is base? Metallic oxide or hydroxide is called base. Metallic oxide or hydroxide. And to find out rules to find out base. Okay. First rule, metal plus oxygen, this is base. Second rule, metal plus hydroxyl group, this is also base. So these two rules will notice us to find out a base. So metal plus oxygen, for example, Na2O, sodium metal oxygen, so this is base. Similarly MgO also base. Now metal plus hydroxyl, suppose NaOH, this is metal and this is hydroxyl. Similarly MgOH, this is metal, this is hydroxyl. So it is very easy to find out a base if we know these two rules. Now alkali. What is alkali? The base that dissolve in oxygen, the base that dissolve in water and produce hydroxyl ion. That means the substance that can produce hydroxyl ion in water is known as alkali. Suppose NaOH, so this can produce OH ion in aqueous solution, H2O. In aqueous solution, this can produce OH ion, so it is alkali. And also base, first it is base, then it is alkali. But some base that doesn't dissolve in water, so this is not alkali, this is only base. For example, aluminum hydroxide, this is not dissolved in, this doesn't dissolve in water, that means it can't produce OH ion, so this is not alkali, this is only base. So there is a summary, that means a question. All alkalis are base, but all bases are not alkali. Explain. This is very important question for you. very important. And this is acid base alkali, and all alkalis are base, but all bases are not alkali, because to be an alkali, the base must have the ability to produce OH ion in aqueous solution. If not, then it is only base. Next, salt. Next, salt. What is salt? What is salt? The rules to find out a salt: first, metal plus halogen. This is salt. Metal plus radical, except OH, NH4 plus, PH4 plus. This is also salt. That means radicals means acid radical. The radical which is come from the acid. So these two rules is used to find out a salt. For example, sodium chloride, this is metal and this is halogen, so this is salt. Na2SO4, this is metal and this is radical. So this is the rules to find out a salt. I think all of you have understood this. Now, so the topics of today, first, acid, the substance that have substitutable hydrogen atom and produce hydrogen ion in aqueous solution and can produce salt reacting with metal, is known as acid. Organic acid, the acid that contains COOH group, and some list of organic acid which is present in some fruit, and the rules to find out the inorganic acid: hydrogen plus halogen acid, hydrogen plus radical except OH, NH4, PH4, and this is the rules to find out acid. Next term, base, metallic oxide or hydroxide. Rules: metal plus oxygen base, metal plus hydroxyl ion base. For example, Na2O, MgO, etc. Alkali, the base that can produce OH ion in aqueous solution is known as alkali. And is a question: all alkalis are base, but all bases are not alkali. Explain. So this is very important to you. Now salt. Last term of today, salt. Metal plus hydrogen salt, metal plus radical salt. For example, sodium NaCl, sodium metal, chlorine halogen. So this is salt. Metal, radical, this is also salt. So I think all of you have understood this, the topics of today: acid, base and salt. And so be serious about these topics. This is very important for your whole life if you will be a student of chemistry department. So be safe. Thank you very much.